Royal Exhibition Building, known for the world's most complete surviving site from the International Exhibition Movement 1851 to 1914, sits adjacent to the Melbourne Museum and is the largest item in Museum Victoria's collection. Today, the building hosts various exhibitions and other events and is closely tied with events at the Melbourne Museum. The Carlton Gardens is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located on the northeastern edge of the Central Business District in the suburb of Carlton. The gardens are an example of Victorian landscape consisting of deciduous English oaks, white poplar, plane trees, elms, conifers, cedars, turkey oaks combined with flower beds of annuals and shrubs. Flinders Street Railway Station is a major railway station located on the corner of Flinders and Swanston Streets in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. It is the busiest railway station in Victoria, serving the entire metropolitan rail network, 15 tram routes traveling to and from the city, and the line services to Gippsland. Flinders Street Station is Australia's oldest train station, and with its prominent green copper dome, distinctive yellow facade, arched entrance, tower, and clocks, it is one of Melbourne's most recognizable landmarks. Fed Square is the size of a city block, 38,000 square meters of steel and masonry, built on top of the city's most heavily trafficked railway, boasting world-class art galleries and installations, a brilliant and diverse range of food and drink, and thrilling, extraordinary events. Fed Square is Melbourne's public square and the civic, cultural and community heart of the city. Yarra River walk through central Melbourne. The banks of the Yarra in central Melbourne are an ideal place to get a feeling of the Australian metropolis. River walking is a good way to see Melbourne sights. As most of them are along the Yarra, its riverbanks are the best place for Melbourne sightseeing. Yarra River and its banks are used for boating, rowing, water skiing, kayaking, canoeing, swimming, fishing, cycling, running and walking, amongst other things. Evan Walker Bridge. The Evan Walker Bridge is a bicycle and pedestrian bridge over the Yarra River between South Bank and the Central Business District in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Linking Flinders Street Station and the Southgate Entertainment Precinct, the bridge offers views of the Yarra River and Melbourne skyline. Sandridge Bridge. Sandridge Bridge forms a unique link with Melbourne's past and present, and well worth the short walk from Flinders Street Station. It was the first steel bridge over the Yarra River, forming a link between the city and Port Melbourne, where thousands of immigrants first landed on Australian shores. Each of the 10 travelers' figures represents a period of migration to Australia. More than 3.7 kilometers of stainless steel in 4,455 pieces was used to create the sculptures. We took some lovely picture-sec memories on our camera from Sandridge Bridge across the Yarra River, which shows the view of Melbourne CBD skyscrapers. Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley stretches across approximate 2,500 acres, situated 47 kilometers north of Melbourne, Australia, and is within commuting distance from Melbourne's Central Business District. Hidden Valley in Wallen is a stunning and serene residential lifestyle, where the lots are bigger in a naturally spectacular surrounds. Kangaroos live on the 18-acre property at Hidden Valley House in Victoria, Australia. The property is home to a variety of wildlife, including kangaroos, koalas, echidnas, sugar gliders, and many birds. You will find kangaroos in this area most days, particularly around dawn and dusk. Kangaroos are most active at dawn and dusk, when they are out on the grassland feeding and relaxing. During the day, they tend to stay in the shade of the bushland, making them more difficult to see. Kangaroos are generally shy, but they can be aggressive towards humans if they feel threatened or are searching for food. Kangaroos live in groups called mobs, herds, or troops. These social animals often live in large groups that can range in size from small to over 100 kangaroos. It is recommended that you stay at least 5 to 10 meters 16 to 33 feet away from kangaroos in Australia. A great venue to see native wildlife and watch the suns, a family of kangaroos enjoying sunset. We took some breathtaking pictures of this iconic Australian wildlife. Melbourne Cricket Ground MCG. The Melbourne Cricket Ground MCG, also known locally as the G10, is a sports stadium located in Yarra Park, Melbourne, Victoria. 11 founded and managed by the Melbourne Cricket Club. It is the largest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere, the 11th largest globally, and the second largest cricket arena by capacity. There are several statues at the MCG, including statues of cricketers and other sport figures: Bill Ponsford, Sir Donald Bradman, Shane Warne, Jim Stynes, a statue of the Melbourne Football Club player Kevin Bartlett. The MCG Arena measures 173.6 meters long x 148.3 meters wide from fence to fence, approximately 20,000 square meters in area. The boundary line is located 5 meters inside the fence. The total volume of the MCG is approximately 1,700,000 cubic meters. There are 114 sprinklers on the ground. The Australian Sports Museum is no ordinary museum. From interactive exhibits to sporting challenges, there's so much to experience and interact with. Discover touchscreens, climbable objects, and crowd favorite Game On, where you can put your own skills to the test. The fully guided 75-minute tour explores the depths of the MCG. From walking along the boundary line of the hallowed turf to entering the player change rooms and exploring the history-etched roots of the Long Room and Melbourne Cricket Club Library. Tour route include a walk along the boundary line of the arena. The famous MCC Long Room, the MCC Library, the MCG Tapestry, player change rooms, cricketers' viewing rooms, the Ron Casey Media Centre, portrait of Sir Donald Bradman and Sachin Tendulkar, Victoria Bill Laurie Centre, panoramic views of Melbourne skyline from level 4 of the Ponsford stand. The MCC Library contains one of the most comprehensive and varied collections of sporting books and ephemera in the world. Founded in 1873, it is a major repository for information on sport and sports history. The Melbourne Cricket Ground MCG is the largest sporting arena in the city of Melbourne and has the highest seating capacity of any outdoor stadium in Australia. It is used principally for international and domestic cricket and Australian rules football. We have enjoyed some indoor games in the family fun indoor activity area in MCG. no room at the MCG is more famous than the Long Room, the heart and soul of the Melbourne Cricket Club. The Long Room contains portraits of a number of past presidents. The MCG has 4 levels of seating, which are represented by different letters M, N, P, and Q. Melbourne Olympic Parks. Melbourne Park is home to the Australian Open Tennis Championship and boasts indoor and outdoor courts available for use. Located on the edge of the city's vibrant CBD sits Melbourne and Olympic Parks, Australia's premier sporting and entertainment hub. The precinct is notably acclaimed for hosting the Australian Open, welcoming around 600 events per year and attracting more than 2.5 million people. Set against the magnificent backdrop of the city skyline, the unrivaled location is situated between Melbourne CBD, the Botanic Gardens and Richmond, bound by the Yarra River. Royal Botanic Gardens, Victoria. Melbourne Gardens extends over 38 hectares and houses a collection of more than 8,500 species of plants from around the world, including amazing and diverse plant collections. It has a popular running and walking track called the Tan, a wide, shaded track with views of the Yarra River and a challenging incline. It's a popular spot for local runners and can accommodate many runners at once. Most people can complete the circuit in 20 to 30 minutes while running. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.